What up, what up, what up? Happy Friday! It is your favorite hour on the hour, and it's your time to talk about sports. Did you miss us? Because we missed you too. It's Givin Game, and I am Coach Goody, where we give y'all all the real, the true facts, no holds bars about what happened last week in sports. Man, me and my boy Julius, we in here rocking today. We're gonna have a great year. I just want y'all to know that if you're sticking with us, stick beside us. If you need to share this link, make sure you get everybody tapped in to listening to Givin Game, because we are going up all year long, and it's a lot to talk about today. So let me get into the thick of things. All right, March into October. We didn't talk about baseball last week, but we got to talk about it this week. Trade deadlines ended. Everybody's officially locked in, and the one thing I like after trades or acquired is we got to see what the teams are looking like. And right now, things have been shaken up for some of our heavy hitters like the Yankees. We thought they did a magical job during their trade acquisitions this past little couple weeks, but they're on a 7-game losing streak, so I don't really see it paying off as of right now. And we know it's a long season in baseball, but with that being said, we got to start taking treks to get to October. And teams, these are the games that really matter. This is when we need to really fine-tune what we need to move around, how we need to make adjustments to get better. I love an in-season trade, especially when we're trying to get to the playoffs. Brewers, they look good. They're still sitting at the number one spot. They're playing lights-out baseball this year. I know if you didn't watch the first 80 games, you can come on in now because it's 162. So as we ease into when it really matters, it's great baseball going on. The Brewers are playing really well. The Red Sox playing really well, which is so crazy to say. They've won their last 7 out of 8. Not much movement, though. I mentioned those two teams because no real trades, no big shakeups, nothing special. They're just playing good baseball right now. All right? And some teams made no moves, like those two. But then, again, like I said, the Yankees probably made the most moves, and they're on a 5-game losing streak. But the A's, let's talk about the home team. The A's, they traded their guy, their star, to say the least, Mason Miller, for Leo Duverry. And I think it was a great move. I think it was one of the biggest moves they could have done. A's baseball is playing really well. We're going to go catch them in a couple weeks. I know they're going to be home, so I'm going to go see what they're looking like now. Young squad mixed up again, playing here at Sutter Health. It may be impacting, it may not be. I mean, we're still tuning in. I think they got a 2-year deal until we figure out what's secured and going on with the teams. But like I said, I'm liking it right now. And if you haven't been watching baseball, find your favorite team, find your local team, and watch, because it's going to keep getting better and better. Even though I know football's in the midst and they're taking up a lot of your airtime, we got a lot of good sports going on. And other people, as we take it from the field, we're going to go inside the gym to talk about the WNBA, because the WNBA just had their trade deadline as well, right? Shook the league up a little bit. But I really don't feel like it was shifts to make other squads move or improve. It was to make the top teams get a little bit better, because they are also 5 weeks away from their playoffs, which is so crazy. It comes and goes. It's a lot of conversation around the WNBA, and they are almost here down to the last stretch, all right? And if you haven't found a favorite team, find a favorite team. We just got 3 more teams added, so maybe your favorite city has a team to cheer for in W. But the trade deadlines last week, this is for the push. The Suns, the Wings, Dallas Wings that is, Connecticut Suns, Dallas Wings, and the Chicago Sky are out of the playoff race. And, I mean, we see how impactful Angel Reese is. Her not playing, I don't know what's going on with Chicago. Chicago's one of my other favorite teams. Now I'm a GSV fan. But the Sky, man, they just, the ownership, the everything that's going on in Chicago, players are there, and it's just not producing. It's not turning into anything. And those 3 squads, including the Sky, will be out of the playoff race. So we'll just be watching them, see if they can finish strong. Where will they land when it comes to draft predictions? Same concept as the NBA. Those worst teams will be at the bottom, and they'll go into a lottery to decide who will be the 2026 number 1 pick. But those three will definitely be in the conversation. Now, when we talk about trades and acquisitions in the W, it is a very close race when we talk about WNBA basketball right now and who is going to be in what position. There's 3 games between the 2nd through 5th place. So 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. There's a 3-game difference between all of those teams. So things could change in the next 5 weeks. Between 5 and 8 right now, there's a 2-game difference. Even closer of a chance of if somebody in that bottom spot, maybe 8 or 7, starts playing really well basketball, you may potentially be in the playoffs. Then when we talk about that lower tier, even tighter race just to get into the playoffs is that 8 through 10 slots where they are only 1 game that is separating them from maybe being in the mix or being out and watching as this 2025 season continues. It's a lot to do. It's a lot of moving on. Caitlin Clark, Indiana. Got to see Indiana play in Chicago. They are playing really well basketball, okay? Without Caitlin Clark. I know y'all hate to hear it, but they are. They're playing really good basketball. But I can see how an addition of Caitlin Clark could turn them up and make them a real playoff contender. And so she's still on ice. This is 9 weeks now. We're just going to make sure that she develops and get right. Sophomore slump, it's looking like. I know y'all hate it, but she's got a sophomore slump going on. And there's nothing wrong with that. We know if you have, in most professional leagues, it's very hard to run it back that sophomore year and have a great season. It's very hard to have a great rookie year. But Caitlin on ice, injured. We'll see and we'll still watch as she progresses. Maybe she'll be coming back soon. But I know that the difference for Indiana to be a significant team in this playoffs, they're going to need Caitlin. Period, point blank. Going over to where we're talking about great players and needing them, you have the opposite going on with the Las Vegas Aces, as in Asia Wilson is completely dominating the game. I know. I'm going to talk about Alyssa Thomas. I'm going to talk about Fee. There's other great players, but Asia dominates in every statistical category for her squad. She's leading. She's number 1. And I don't know how much more. I mean, she had 38. She's going crazy. There's nothing more Asia could do. When is the rest of the team going to match what Asia is doing? That's all I've been wanting to know. I mean, I get it. You got all these secured players. You got these new contracts in, the CBA in conversation. But when are these other Aces players going to step up and start balling? Because in reality right now, Asia is carrying y'all by foot and nail. And I'm just saying, it doesn't make any sense why y'all can't figure it out. Come on, Becky Hammond, you the greatest coach of all time. Let's go ahead and see what we can do because there's no adjustments. There's no reason why y'all getting smacked every game, almost barely winning games. It's just so frustrating to see. And to my point of, we still need to do a better job of marketing these athletes. If you did not watch and you love women's basketball, you're an old head like me, please check out the Diana Taurasi documentary on Amazon Prime. It's called Taurasi. It's a 3-part series. And it was literally the reason why the WNBA is in this predicament that they're in. Because we have not taken advantage of any of these stars really getting to the next level. Yes, I know y'all see Angel and Caitlin and they're killing it. A lot of this, though, is because Angel, what she's doing off the court is nothing like we've seen before. Self-promotion, nothing like we've seen before. When you even talk about Caitlin is killing the marketing game and taking advantage of what she needs to do to be a star athlete and get the suffice payment of who she really is and her value. But have I seen the league do that? No. And if you watch this documentary, I'm telling you, it literally showed. I try to tell players too. There was a lot of players, controversy take right here. There was a lot of players that were better than Caitlin. They did more than Caitlin. They just did not have a camera and a magnifying lens in their face, putting them on the level. Because Diana Taurasi, GOAT. Okay? We talked about her retiring early in February. Diana Taurasi is probably one of the coldest. And when you watch this documentary, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I lived during that time. If you do not know, she literally, just her charisma, her style, her personality wasn't something that was accepted in the W. And you have players like Asia. You have players like Paige Beckers. Can we talk about that? Paige, unanimous probably Rookie of the Year, straight balling this year, still not getting enough pump and hype and we need all the hype we can get. Like, are we serious here? We need it. So why not tell y'all, hey, I need y'all support. Hey, I need y'all locked in with the game. Hey, we need it because some of these players are your favorite niece, cousin, sister, homegirl. They can hoop. And we need more people talking about the game and putting it in the light. Which is why you have these players going out here saying, pay me what I'm worth. Pay me what I'm owed. You also have this dynamic, Brianna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, and then that's on the women's side. They have started their own league, Unrivaled. We've talked about it here before, guys. They have their own league, right? They started their own league for players to play, so we don't have to, if you watch the Taurasi documentary, you don't have to go overseas because there's no way I'm playing and winning championships in the WNBA and I'm the star player and I have to go to another country to make sufficient living for my family, to create generational wealth. It's insane. And yes, I get it. I don't think that there's no money because understand this. If there was no money, the league would be closed right now. There would be nothing. And you have these players. You have LeBron James also coming in and creating his own league because we need to figure out how we can have ownership of our image and likeness. How can we take control of the narrative of us making more money, us being able to put ourselves on the shot? Sometimes you're a star, but you're on a team and you got to play team game. And the women's game is probably the best example of that. Is you got to play with the punches. You got to roll with the team. Nobody's bigger than the team. Nobody can outshine because then it takes away from our league. No, we need everybody trying to be superstars because that will help the league grow. Period. That will help the league grow. And it was so good to see like how Unrivaled got these college players now. So now you have a league who's paying them I think the championship winning is like $500,000. Like, these athletes need the money. It's clear. And I think the W in these players, even with LeBron starting his own thing, it's the same thing. I can give more people opportunity. I can get to a bag differently. It's so crazy to me. See, I'm just going to say this. I don't know how many people. It's giving very much LeVar Ball. Y'all be hating on LeVar Ball so much. Y'all did not like that man so much. But a lot of what y'all see as far as player marketing, merchandise, owning your own brand, starting a league, I don't know what happened with the money, but starting a league and playing and seeing that, hey, there are so many markets within the game of sports where I can advertise these athletes. They can get their own bag. They can be in control of their careers. They're showing you where the logistics are. But y'all be hating on. I just had to bring that up. This is funny because y'all was hating on LeVar and he was before his time. He was before his time. I'm trying to tell y'all. Because now everybody is kind of taking that concept, doing things better. Like I said, with Unrivaled and with this new thing that LeBron's trying to do, it is being able to tap into a market that may really love basketball. We are really a world sport. Literally. I don't know how many other ways I can tell you that. Basketball is internationally used in every country in the world. They are in there training, getting in the gym, getting more courts, all these type of things. Basketball is doing it. And so you're telling me that if everybody in this arena got my jersey on from college, now that was another thing too, from college to now, there's no way we're turning these women athletes into better stars and to make our league. Man, listen, I could go on and on and on and on about how the WNBA can do better. But I'm shouting them all out because I want to see these women get their shine. I want to see these younger players get their shine. We're going to be talking about Unrivaled too because as soon as the WNBA is over, then we'll have the Unrivaled season in between so they don't have to go overseas. They'll be able to play. Again, they bringing in college athletes this year, so we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But, man, pay these girls. Pay these girls. If you didn't know what I'm talking and referring to, LeBron. LeBron's trying to start his own league. I want to say it's in Dubai because basketball is what? Everybody loves basketball. Everybody loves LeBron James. Okay? So, naturally, use my image, use my likeness, use my economical resources to go and establish something that maybe other players from here can take in and want to do, but also too giving opportunity to another country to be able to establish. The best example of that and the result of that is what we've done in Africa. okay? Look at the interest. Look at the growth. Look at how many players have come just from Africa to come and be in the league, be in our college programs. We have literally found a way to cement ourselves in Africa, put these basketball, get the game up and going, and then look at the results that we're getting in return. Look at what's happening in Europe. I mean, I'm just saying, give the opportunity, let the players shine, and then maybe you'll see a result. Because, I mean, I'm just saying, sometime here soon, we just need to show some love and get it together. Man, I'm Coach Goody. We're going to take a little Earth, Wind, and Fire break, and I'll talk to y'all in a bit. To hear it, guess what? Football's back, and we're back. This is Givin Game with Coach Goody. I just got news from my boy Drew. The Christmas Day schedule drop? What? I just want y'all to know, before I get into football talk, basketball is just so rude. I just want y'all to know, basketball, they dropped the college schedules. Now they just dropped the Christmas Day schedules. They want us to pay attention to that NBA. Okay? I know it's taking the thunder from from football, because we're in the start of football season, but it's not serious football, so basketball can still drop their business. But I mean, I just thought that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? That was a live report right there. Christmas Day. So if you're a Christmas Day fan, I start watching the NBA around Christmas Day, because the first 12 games, what are we talking about here? And it's still football season. So no, ain't nobody thinking about that. But the Christmas Day games, best part about basketball. So we're going to talk about that next week, because we got to get into a little bit more of the details in who's all playing, what we're going to see, what's our favorite matchup. All right. But I had to talk about this. Noah Lyles running in the World Cups or national trials and smoked everybody, but had a stare down shove situation at the end. And I was just telling Julius, ain't no way somebody's pushing me while I'm running and I'm just going to let it go. Now, the stare down was legendary, okay? I just want y'all to know that. Anybody run past me and stare at me like that, I'm going to want to sock you up too, okay? I mean, it was just top flight hilarious. I mean, it's one of the best memes you could think of. As of 2025, has been an electric sports year. But I was just like, ain't no way. Is he serious? And then the after part was so funny, because now you got to do nothing but dap him up. How you going to try to push him and then try to dap him up at the same time? Come on, bro. That was weak. That was a trash play of the week. But let's talk about college football. I got my Jackson State blue on today because my Tigers was ranked number 1 in HBCUs. They're holding the number 1 spot. It's a big target on your back when you're number 1. So shout out to my Tigers. I know y'all can withstand anything. You understand me? It's going to be a great HBCU football season. We talked about their schedules out west and who's your favorite matchup. Who's your favorite HBCU, by the way? There's a lot of rich HBCU history and football history when you talk about it. When you talk about Gramblin's, the Jackson States, the Walter Paytons, and Jerry Rice. You talk about all the names of the names. So hopefully you have a favorite college football team that you want to cheer for, or hey, you just like how their homecoming is. We're going to talk about that too. Not today. We're not going to go in depth, but homecoming season is coming up in October. We're going to give y'all the whole rundown, because maybe you want to attend a homecoming. You want to see what it's really about. You can go check one of them out starting here at the end of September. They go into October, and then I think the last one is the first weekend in November. So a big conversation coming up this week that I want to talk to my good people about is, if you played in the NFL, does that make you really a good college coach? And it comes in the midst of all of these new movements, new hires. I am a firm believer, how y'all feeling? Just because you was a good player does not mean you will be a good coach, period. That's just, you know what I mean? I do, no offense, feel like you need a little bit of experience behind you, though. It just makes you a better coach. Like, if you're already in to the X's and O's and the details of coaching and being a great coach, then that makes sense. But if you were a great player and you can add that, you're going to be an elite level coach. That's just my philosophy. How y'all feeling about it? Because everybody's been talking about, what is North Carolina really going to look like with Bill Belichick at the helm? They're not going to be the mini Patriots. I'm just going to say that right now. So what will they look like? It's so much mystery around them and coming up with their first game, as we are now 15 days away from college football, high school football, and all of the lower grassroots football levels. Even the Pee-wees are up and starting and swinging, and that's how you know it's really football season. It's fall coming up. We're excited about it all, right? But if you are a good player in the NFL, or if you played in the NFL, does that translate really well as being a good coach? And I just want to give y'all some names because we've been talking about Bill Belichick, obviously Hall of Fame NFL coach, and now he's going to be coaching North Carolina this year. Eddie George went from Tennessee State. Now he's going to be at Bowling Green, getting the level ups, right? And you got Mike Vick over there at Norfolk State, never coached to our knowledge. Great person, great analyst, but never coached. And now he is a head coach. You got Deshaun Jackson over there at Delaware State, who just made a complete 180. As I got the opportunity to go to the school last year, see the team, I love, because Jackson State, our campus, does not have the football stadium on our campus. Went to Delaware State, they do. It was an amazing opportunity to see. But they got a new coach this year, new program. Does that mean you're going to be a great coach just because you played in the NFL? And they're calling it the Coach Prime effect because we all know Coach Prime coached at Jackson State, did great work there for his 2.5 years, 3 years he was there. And everybody saw how he used that opportunity to catapult to getting the Colorado job, right? And some of these, Eddie George is one of the first where you took that HBCU job and now you're at another higher mid-major school. There's a lot of sides on the basketball side that have done that already as well. But does that really make you a good coach just because you can play? Everybody also, I hate to say this, but everybody can't beat Coach Prime. Like, can we just finally admit that? I mean, it's just a weight off my shoulders. Everybody can't be energetic, entertainer, Coach Prime. We already know how special he is. Hence the name Coach Prime. The only other Prime that I know is better than Coach Prime is Optimus Prime. Okay? So help me understand how we're going to try to mimic that. We can follow the rule book. We can follow his textbook. But you can't do it the same way. I haven't seen that yet. I see just not the personality of Coach Prime. We already know what that is. But is this a true fact? Another thing that I wanted to talk about outside of can these college coaches, settle in, former players. There's a lot more former players, especially who played college at least, at elite level, coaching at the college level. But all of the spotlight is also on the re-emergence of the Pac-12. Now, Pac-12 once upon a time was a part of the Power 5. Now we only have the Power 4 because in the last 3 years, the Pac-12 has been in shambles, to say the least, okay? And now, with their 9 teams established, Texas State coming in, Sac State trying to still get a bid, it looks like we may be having a new level. Now, are they going to be just as good to get back into the Power 5? I don't know with the Boise States and the Fresno States and the Texas States. Are they going to really move up to that level? Can they? With this new system of the playoffs, it gives them a strong opportunity to go make a run for it. But the Pac-12 has always been kind of Rudy poo. And I know some people are going to be mad about that, my West Coast people. I'm sorry, but we've always known that out of the Power 5, Pac-12 was at that very low bottom sector. Okay? Let's not lie here. They were at the bottom sector. Even with USC and UCLA. And when they opted out to go to the Big 12, my heart broke for them because I knew this might be a RIP for the Pac-12. But they're trying to make a strong chance. And I want to see it happen just so Sac State can get in there. I think after this season, Sac State will have enough credibility. If they have a great season, they will. If they have enough credibility to go ahead and make a push to be in that Pac-12. I'm just saying. I think that it could be brought into a new light. How y'all feeling? Do y'all like the Pac-12? Are they irrelevant, to say the least? It's just so weird that, the powerhouses of the West are not in the Pac-12, which is supposed to be a Western Region conference. Everybody's just all over. These conferences make no sense to me. I thought I was the only one that felt like that. Are y'all too? Because it's some of the stuff don't even make sense. Why are you playing this far? Why does it travel this way? But you know what does make sense? Money and TV rights. So we all know in college football, college sports in general, that money is coming from where? TV dollars. And so everybody's trying to get, you got the general managers now running the programs where some of these former athletes are running the programs. It's just a lot for you to receive and take in when you know, hey, these people are out here trying to get the bag. They're trying to get to that money on. And can the Pac-12 sustain? That's just something that came up. I just want to know how we was feeling about the Pac-12. Should they stay? Should they still be a Power 5? Or should they not exist at all? Again, there are not even 12 teams in the league. So that's already irritating me. 9 teams confirmed, and you want us to call y'all the Pac-12. You're the Pac-9 right now. Who remembers when they were the Pac-10? Oh, my God, I'm dating myself. When they were back in the days of Pac-10. They're not even that now. So, a lot of work to do. I think they're coming back. I think they're going to come back strong. But how is the community of sports going to respect them when we're talking about Power 5 level? I think it's going to take a little bit longer to get that back in the roll. But as we're talking about football, preseason is amongst us. If you are a football lover like myself, you've probably been glued to your TV to see what does your team look like right now in the preseason. And, I love football because football going to just get on your nerves. Football is going to listen, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to be in your face. We don't care. And we're going to give you so many games that you have no choice but to watch. But yesterday, we had 3 games amongst us. The Colts played the Ravens, lost 24-16. The Eagles pulled a barely skin win over the Bengals, 34-27. And then the one doozer that I did not like to see at all was Raiders versus Seattle, 23-23 tie. Just ridiculous. What? Tie? I'm sorry, Raiders fans. I'm excited about y'all season and having a new growth. You talk about reemergence. I think these new Raiders, Pete Carroll, they're going to look good. But a tie? No. That's ridiculous. I don't pay all this money to watch you guys play, and you guys got a tie? Go somebody give me a victory. Richardson on the Colts, though, dumb play. Why would you even? It's a preseason game. Yes, you need to go balls out, but at the same time, why would you even try to dive on that? Sprained finger, or dislocated finger, excuse me. They say he'll be back. That was a dumb move. Dumb. And then Cone, I'm not going to lie, he out for the season. Got injured for the Ravens. And this goes to my Micah Parsons conversation. Y'all swear that these athletes don't need the money. But at any given moment, no matter who you are, you may potentially get injured. And I just wanted to dive into that a little bit because Jerry Jones, you really getting on my nerves. Because we know you ain't gave him the money yet. And then you going to say he probably ain't playing in game 1. Golly, you just want to keep breaking our hearts. I'm telling y'all, every day I contemplate, why am I a Cowboy fan? I know y'all asking the same thing. So many other great teams to cheer for. I got to stick beside them, but I'm just saying in a side note of, why do you have to make insult be an injury? Because you just want to rub it in that you ain't gave this man this money yet. He demanding a trade, and you going to tell us, well, not looking like he gonna play game 1. So you ain't getting closer to negotiations, dog? Come on, man. That's just wild to me. I'm not gonna get myself upset because I've already talked about it on my socials. But Lord Jesus, please play Micah Parsons. Just Jerry Jones, if you hear this, if anybody's hearing this and they know, they want to send it to Jerry, let him know that we need to pay this man. Okay? I just ordered a number 11 jersey, and I don't want to have to send it back because it's gonna be on discount. Okay? So let's get it locked in. But we have also other players that's going to get their opportunity. Shedeur Sanders. Yes, y'all know from day 1 we've been on the Shedeur watch since the draft when 2 legendary dropped to the 5th round. Okay? Guess what? He's starting tonight against the Panthers. And yes, everybody been talking about it because he haven't played with the ones and da-da-da-da-da. Hey, when you a baller, you got a ball. There's nothing else to talk about. When you are a baller, when you are too legendary, you're going to have legendary type of performances. And it's an opportunity. Sometimes when you are giving an opportunity, you just got to knock it out the park. No holds barred. You got to knock this thing out the park. Home run or bust. Do I think he's going to have an amazing game? Absolutely. We're claiming it. All right? Do I think that he's going to look like a rookie who may struggle at moments? Possibly. But we want to see him beat the naysayers here. Okay? Honk your horn if you want to see Sanders beat the naysayers. So we want him to have a great performance tonight. I don't care if he gets 10 throws, 5 throws. He better show out. Because this is not just an audition for the Browns. Hear me out. Hear me out. This is not just, hey, Browns, I'm good enough to keep. This is also to show the rest of the league, hey, if there is any opportunity for you to luck up on taking me, you got me. Because who's to say they're going to keep a 5th rounder? We were in so much confusion. This whole thing has been shambles, okay? How they've handled it, it's just been ridiculous to watch. But tonight, he gets to control his own destiny going forward. Period. So we love to see it. We love to see it. Like, I hope he goes out there. He's been doing really well in training camp. He did really well in rookie mini camp. Still playing with the 4s and the 3s, okay? Which is crazy to even think about. We're talking about this late in the NFL. The 2s and the 3s, 2s we don't even talk about. That's just how much, I just want y'all to just take a moment there. That's how big Shedeur is. When is the last time we talked about a 5th rounder? And, no offense, the scrubs that he throw it to. Never! When do we talk about the practice squad guys? We don't learn about that until we watch Hard Knocks. Tell me how. Because Shedeur's the sauce, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. He's the sauce. I know y'all don't like it, but he is, and I hope that he has a great performance tonight against the Panthers. I mean, that's just what I want to see. I want to see him ball out. I also, too, great news, as we're talking about Shedeur starting, Travis Hunter got locked in as a receiver and quarterback officially on the roster. First player since prime. And this is so funny. The debate is like, oh, he's going to be offense, which we know what the kid can do offensively. We saw it, Jackson State, Colorado. We saw how good he is. There's a reason why he won the Heisman. But now, him being all predominantly offense and then packages for defense, he's going to excel. Because Coach Prime was playing him every snap, okay? Coach Prime was like, listen, you are a Heisman Trophy winner. You don't get off the field, period. You practice high level. You play high level. Coach Prime, and he talked about this a little bit last week too, he feels like there's no better player that could be in this position other than Travis. And I know there's still some doubters. I know y'all like, I don't really like him at receiver. I think he's predominantly defense. Or you don't like the fact that he's splitting it all. But when you are a freak of nature athlete like Travis Hunter, I haven't seen him not smile at a practice yet. He's like, man, listen, I don't got to make every play. I can just kill and my one time and then go out here defense and kill. I think he will be able to manage the playbook. I just think that he has been more prepared than any other athlete to be in this position. And so he's going to take advantage of it. And he's officially listed these. I cannot wait to get on to Madden and play him on both sides. I'm trying to tell you, I'm about to make a super squad and have him over there. Side note, shout out to all my Madden players. Everybody that got Madden already. Everybody that got college football already, I might have to drop the gamer tag on my socials so we can go ahead and tap in. I'm just a fun, jokey type of player. Road to Glory is my thing. And I've been locked in. So shout out to all my Madden people. But is there any big predictions? I think my biggest question of this season is, do we feel like Philly will run it back? They are loaded, obviously, for obvious reasons. And will they run it back? Will they get it back-to-back? It is very hard to do. Do you think the Chiefs are washed? Or do you think Patty Mahomes going to tap in and show y'all why he's a generational quarterback? I mean, he had a horrible performance last year, so you can't do nothing but come back with some revenge, right? You better come back with some fire because you looked pretty trash the last time we see you play. But I don't know. Are they remaining this top-tier team, or do you see somebody else coming in the midst, taking the shine from both squads, and maybe getting in? Maybe your favorite's favorite will make the Super Bowl this year, but we're going to start our watching, and who's going to be this new emerging empire, big dogs? Who do you think can come out of the pack and win? I'm very excited to see. I'm very excited to start football, and with that said, we're really getting into it all because high school football starts in 15 days. This weekend, your local team or your favorite high school probably is playing in inter-squad scrimmages. We got inter-squad scrimmages in the city all weekend. So if you want to see what does Folsom look like, what does Grant look like, what does 12 Bridges, West Park, Sac High, Elk Grove, any of these programs, they will be playing an inter-squad scrimmage this weekend. Probably, more than likely, it will be a Saturday. So look at your schedule. Some of them are playing in the afternoon. Some of them are playing at night. I just love to see it. You know it's really football when the inter-squad scrimmage come on. When you got that purple and black game, that gold and white game, that gold and blue game. When you got those inter-squad scrimmages and those pads is out, you know it's click-clack time to smack, all right? Like, you got to get on it. And then we'll have our other scrimmages. Our jamborees will be happening where you'll have multiple schools at one site playing, you know, kind of like a short little scrimmage just to see what they're like. I love this time of the year because then you got to go see. I'm a real reporter in the sense of I want to go see, touch, talk to these athletes up close and personal. Like, I want to get to know you. I want to see kind of how you're thinking as an athlete. So I can come here and talk about you, hype you up. One thing I love more than anything is the grassroots level because it's just seeing the potential of who you could be. Seeing a lot of these guys, I was just talking to Julius before we came on air about all the guys from Sacramento or girls from Sacramento that's played and made it to the league. Like, when you see a product from your community, it's very different. But when you see a product grow from each step, that's why I said the Pee Wees is back. Shout out to the Pop Warner football. Pop Warner football is the craziest, okay? Y'all out there, y'all know. Shout out to all y'all in the community. If y'all got a little nephew or somebody playing, shout out to them. I hope they have a great start to their seasons, because their seasons are starting. But when I tell you, it is nothing like seeing the product develop over time, and that's why I love the grassroots level, because then I can remember, man, I remember seeing Jalen Green when he was a freshman in high school. Crazy athlete. To see what he's doing now in the league, watched it develop. Jalen Wells here, watched it develop, see him on Folsom dominating, get on underlooked, to be honest, COVID kid, and now he's in the league. It's just like, it's crazy to watch, which is why I love my city so much. You know what I mean? Like, we be putting on. And so if you are a fan of sports in general, first place to start and pour your love into is with the high school babies, with the little babies, because these kids is out here balling. I'm trying to tell you, I literally was just talking to my homie, and I will be covering Ryder Line's 5-star State of the California Gatorade Player of the Year last year, quarterback that plays for Folsom. Watched him in his Pee Wee game against Stockton of same areas of Stockton. Shout out to y'all, the Rams. But I remember watching him playing that game and saw something different, saw something in his game. Same thing with some of these guys at Grant, Burbank, all the schools locally. Just being able to watch that talent grow and matriculate into eventually a professional athlete is crazy. So yes, we always will end our show talking about high school sports and any even local ones, because I did get some invites from some of our Pop Warner teams, so I'm going to come out there and see y'all, because listen, Coach Goody ain't never too good to come out there and support the babies and come see y'all. So I'm definitely going to pull up when y'all see me with my camera. Don't be surprised. Just come say what's up to me, and make sure that y'all are in tune to all of my social media, because there we will be dropping the schedule. I officially finalized Sideline Goody's schedule this year for football. We'll be working on it in basketball. And if there's somewhere you want me to pull up, you want me to come see your favorite game, your favorite team, man, it ain't nothing but to hit me up. Hey, follow me on all social media platforms. Goody, Goody, Givin, Givin, Game. Goody Givin Game on all platforms. If you are in my live, shout out to you right now. If you are wanting to say, hey, what is Coach Goody doing in the studio? Hey, I want to see what she talked about last week. Tune into the YouTube, where we will be posting all the videos of what we talked about this week. Hey, man, listen, I hate this time every week, because I got to let go, man. I'm giving it to the coolest brother in the North, though, my boy Dosty. He rocks the mic every day after me. But I will say, this is all from Givin Game, man. I love talking to y'all every week on the week, and this is where you get your sports news. I love y'all. I'm Coach Goody, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.